When Donovan Mitchell came to me, and I watched him in summer basketball, and I loved him. I thought he was a freak athlete, but couldn't shoot. Mm-hmm. So I called him up, and I said, I want you to visit Louisville. I can really help you. Watch the player development session. I'm going to put you on a split screen with Steph Curry. I'm going to show you Steph Curry's arc. I'm going to show you your arc. So we did it, went through it. On Sunday, he's getting ready to leave with his mom. Saturday night, we have dinner. I don't know he said, Coach, where's the restroom? I said, it's in the back. And my phone is blowing up in my pocket, and my kids are telling me that Donovan Mitchell just committed. He went in the bathroom, he went on Twitter and committed to Louisville. He came back and said, Coach, stand up. I said, what? He said, give me a hug. I'm a Louisville Cardinal. Champion in my vein, all of this came not by luck. Going too crazy in the stadium, got the city going nuts. Let's get it. Let's get it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Roommate Show presented by BetMGM. Obviously, as always, we have young Matthew over here. We got the captain of New York here. And then we have the OG, Rick Pitino. How are you?
I'm great.
We appreciate you blessing our podcast with the visit.
Thanks for having me.
First off, good start to the season. Right? You guys 1-0?
Yeah, 1-0. And we're playing Alabama on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And they're the number one tempo team. They shoot the ball within 15 seconds every time down the court.
I put it up. I tell you what, they're the opposite of the New York Knicks last year. we tried to shoot the ball in the last 5 seconds. That's what we tried to do.
Your percentage in the last 5 seconds was like abnormally high for what you would think.
It was kind of high, but it was just the fact that I was in the top 10 in the league of shots with like 4 or less. Yeah. And it was like Jalen, James Harden, KD, Shea, all these like scorers, ISO players, and then me as like number 7. I'm just like, I'm not supposed to be in this list. But hey, we got a fast-paced team this year, so things are good. But yeah, good start to the year. Obviously, expectations are high. How do you taper that? Obviously, with
we've got a really good team. We have an older team. Mm-hmm. I've got about 4 or 5 guys that are 23 years of age. Oh, wow. So they're experienced. They've played. One guy's been at Kansas. The other guy's been at Arizona State. Another person's been in 2 schools, Stanford. So we've got a lot of older players. Ian Jackson was at North Carolina. Mm-hmm. Got a couple of young guys that are really good. But we're playing a great schedule. We play Alabama on Saturday. Then we're going to play Kentucky in the CBS Classic in Atlanta. We go out to Las Vegas and play Iowa State, Baylor, and possibly Houston. We play Ole Miss in the Garden as well. And then, of course, the Big East. So it's a tough schedule. Mm-hmm. But
that's a crazy non-conference schedule.
Yeah.
I like it.
But we need to sell, for us, Madison Square Garden, we have to get 12,000 fans to break even. Mm. And after that, we make money. So for years, even when you guys were playing, they were drawing 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 people. They were hemorrhaging everything. They were losing 200,000 a game. Mm-hmm. So now we sold out the last 6, 7 games, and we're finally starting to make some good money.
Does that go straight to NIL stuff, or that goes straight?
No, it goes to the school. Right. And our NIL is a little different.
I was going to say, when you're recruiting and you're potentially recruiting against guys or against schools with bigger budgets, like, do you feel that on a day-to-day basis? Like, how does that manifest?
Well, they're not going to have a bigger budget than us.
Different structure, I guess.
Yeah, we there's nobody. If we want a player, we'll get him. We'll get it. Only maybe Kentucky probably could spend more than anybody in the business. But outside of that, if we really want a player, we'll go out and raise it.
Cool.
I remember seeing you talk about how you're not recruiting like incoming freshmen. I don't know about at all, but it's not your priority.
Right.
Can you explain that to us?
Well, we take freshmen each year.
Yeah.
But I want older players. I want veteran players, no different than the NBA. Rookies, unless they're really, really special, are not going to play a lot in the beginning. So we go after older players who have been through it, know how to play the game, understand to play that type of schedule.
Right.
And I don't deal financially. I'm one of the few coaches that enjoys the players being paid. It hasn't bothered me at all. The transfer portal doesn't bother me because I'm at St. John's.
Right.
St. John's without the NIL would struggle basketball-wise because we don't have football. We don't have a campus where a lot of students live on campus. There's not an active social life too much. It's about Madison Square Garden, the Big East, and we have our strengths and we have our weaknesses. So the NIL for us and the transfer portal is a great thing. So we have a general manager that goes out there and speaks to agents all year long. He'll negotiate the contract. I'll ask him at the end, what are you thinking of paying him? And then I'll, in disbelief, I can't believe that we would pay him. But I have at it. We'll raise it.
Yeah. I'm curious because you just touched on a little bit your view of the NIL stuff. What was your initial thoughts? Because a lot of the great coaches are no longer doing it. I feel like NIL is a part of that. Obviously, Lauren Naga, retired beginning of the year or right before the season. Tony Bennett. Obviously, Coach Rice gone. Roy Wood.
Yeah.
It's just a laundry list of amazing coaches that are just.
Well, I look at it a little bit differently. I've made a lot of money. I'm a wealthy man today at 73 because of my players. I entered the Hall of Fame because my players put me there. So I'm excited that they can get some wealth. And I would say probably 50, 60% of my players give most of their money to their families. So the only thing I want from them is I bring somebody in to tell them how to invest it, how to make money grow, how to pay your taxes, how to do the right things with their wealth. And I'm fine with it. The more they make, the happier I am. We never discuss it. I'm not interested in discussing it. I'm happy about it. If I can help you from an investment standpoint, I'm here for you. But outside of that, I'm happy for them.
Have you had a player after the season just say, hey, like you guys did well. I don't know. You guys did well, and all of a sudden, coach, I really appreciate you. I love being here, whatever, but I'm gonna enter the transfer portal. Does it put question marks in your head? Like, we just had a great year. We have a chance to do something special the next year, and now I got to recruit you all over again?
I haven't had it happen yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will. Generally speaking, if they said to me, I'd like to get a better contract and you're worth, I said, you have it. Don't even worry about that. Now, I had a couple of players I told to go in the portal because they weren't playing enough. And I thought they could do better financially and playing time by leaving. One was Brady Dunlap. He wound up going to St. Louis. It was a much better situation for him. He wasn't going to play a whole lot for me, so it was a way for him to grow basketball-wise and to make more money.
Hearing how upfront you are, I feel like is very rare.
Refreshing. Yeah.
It's efficient, obviously, but it's rare. You don't hear hey, at least I haven't seen it. Hey, this is, I think a situation for you could be better elsewhere. And I feel like the way you've explained it, you're not being disrespectful with you're not going to play here, so I think you should go no, there's going to be another situation for you where you can make more money and have better experience playing elsewhere. How did you get to that? How did you be able to do that? I feel like it's very tough, especially in this day and age.
Well, my background is, I was the Knicks coach for an assistant for 2 years, head coach for 2 years, Celtics for 4 years, Panathinaikos in Greece for 2 years in the EuroLeague. So I was used to dealing with one-year contracts in the EuroLeague. That's the EuroLeague. If you get 2 or 3, you're in a strong minority of maybe 5%. So everybody in the EuroLeague is on a one-year contract. So I was used to that in dealing with that. And with the players now, it's I know who's coming back. I know who's out there. There's only one thing about the business I don't like. So my general manager will come to me and say, "Oh, I hear this player from Maryland's thinking of leaving at the end of the year." I said, They've only played one game. And it's not the player saying it, but it's the agent saying it. The other thing I don't like about it, the agents are taking 10 and 15% of the players' money.
That's crazy.
How much?
10 and 15% of the NIL money.
Which, for people that don't know, is 3 to 4 times what would be taken in the NBA.
They take kind of like a marketing deal.
Yes.
Basically.
But all they're doing is going in and saying, Here's what we want, and that's it. These kids they're not getting commercials. They're not getting marketing money. So they're just negotiating the NIL contract. And my opinion is they should get no more than 2% of that.
Yeah, I think for us, the max an NBA agent can get is 4%. That's the max, and then obviously you have like your marketing deal, which is that's a different piece of pie.
Yeah,
but
you get 4% like the NBA contract money, like the marketing deal.
That's basically what they're doing. That's
A little more like 10.
like 20.
Yeah.
You can negotiate it, but like I've had that 20 at one point.
yeah.
What I tell the kids, they ask me about it, I tell them, okay, how much do you want to get paid? You tell your agent, if you want $500,000, you get me $500,000 and you could take the rest, whatever's over that. I tell them that. I said, but don't give them any 15, 20%.
I would say, obviously, JB touched on like how upfront you are. There was the video last year that kind of went viral. When I think it was in the locker
million.
room. Yeah, it was going crazy. But I feel like it's super dope. Obviously, I didn't play against you. Obviously, always heard about you just being around, but your coaching style hasn't changed. It seems like it's still that kind of like tough, gritty, hold guys accountable. Do you feel like it's hard at times now to do that just with the NIL and the...
Yeah, so you're at halftime and you're getting on the guys because they were hanging their heads by being down. They wouldn't take the open shots because they do have a lot of freedom offensively. I expect them to play hard, and they all do. And I told them, why are you getting down? And I swore too much, but we wound up winning the game, and it did go viral. But I can get on my guys hard as a unit. I can't get on you hard in practice. I can't do it because they get embarrassed too easily. But collectively, like today in practice, I'm getting on them about the transition defense. I said, we can't beat Alabama playing this transition defense. And I got on them hard, but I didn't individualize my criticism. So you can get on guys really, and if I want to get on somebody individually, I just call them in. We have a long talk. And the one thing I've learned is I listen 4 times to the amount I speak. I said, okay, tell me why you're practicing like this. Tell me what you're thinking. Where's your head at? And I listened to him. And after about listening 4 times, then I said, okay, now I'm going to tell you something. You're not playing hard enough. You're just not playing hard enough. You're not reaching your potential. I have a young man, Bryce Hopkins, who could be the best player in the country, but he takes possessions off.
Was he at Providence?
Providence.
Yeah.
And he takes possessions off, and he could dominate the game. And I said, if you want to reach your potential, you got to do it all the time. When Donovan Mitchell came to me, and it was funny because he was down to Villanova, Indiana, and Providence. And I watched him in summer basketball, and I loved him. I thought he was a freak athlete, but couldn't shoot. So I called him up. He just narrowed his list down from 6 to 3. And I said, I want you to visit Louisville. I can really help you. I want you to watch. Every morning I do player development sessions. 9 to 9:45, I take 4 guys. 10 to 10:45, I take 4 guys. And 11 to 11:45. And all I do is work on offensive moves. So I said, I can really help you. Your jump shot's broken. And he said, well, what do you mean my jump shot's broken? I said, well, I'm sure that Jay Wright and the coach of Indiana and the coach of Providence told you that. He said, no, nobody's ever told me I had a broken jump shot. He said, Coach, I'm down to the 3 schools, and I just went from 6 to 3. I said, just visit. Watch the player development session. I'm going to put you on a split screen with Steph Curry. I'm going to show you Steph Curry's arc. I'm going to show you your arc. So we did it, went through it. And on Sunday, he's getting ready to leave with his mom. Saturday night, we have dinner at Jeff Ruby's in Louisville, and he's winking at his mom. And I don't know he said, Coach, where's the restroom? I said, it's in the back. Goes in the back, and my phone is blowing up in my pocket, but I don't want to take it out. Finally, it won't stop. And my kids are telling me that Donovan Mitchell just committed. He went in the bathroom, he went on Twitter and committed to Louisville. He came back and said, Coach, stand up. I said, what? He said, give me a hug. I'm a Louisville Cardinal. And it was all because he felt he could look himself in the mirror and say his jump shot was broken. He shot a line drive shot. But he worked his ass off. And I was telling Bryce the story of it. I said, Bryce, it's not just me working with you in the morning, man. You got to live in the gym if you want to get to where you want to go. And so one-on-one, you can tell him that. And he'll go out the next few days and kill it. But then he reverts back.
Josh got Donovan drafted to Utah.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was just about to say. So you're the reason why I didn't get drafted to Utah. So appreciate it. He was in my my draft workout, and obviously we had Eric Pascal who was at Nova, and they're childhood best friends. So like I was cool with Donovan. I knew him a little bit, but that's all. I'm like, oh, his jump shot like trash. Like, I'm gonna like give him space. We're gonna do all that. I don't think he missed a shot.
Yeah.
Like his whole workout, it was the 3-on-3 portion, the spot shots, the movement shots. He did not miss. And it was that I think he got drafted 14, I think it was, or 12.
I think it's 12.
He had that, and I think they had another like late first round pick that they were thinking about like drafting me. And yeah, he cooked me so bad that they were just like, yeah, we're for sure going to get this guy. I don't know if we're going to take this guy. I don't know if we're going to waste a draft pick on him.
So I called the Knicks. They had the 7th pick. I called them up and said, listen, take my guy Donovan Mitchell. He's going to kill it. Don't pay attention to what you think some of his weaknesses are. He's going to kill it. Take him. And they said, nah, I don't know. I don't know if we could take him that high, 7. They wound up taking Frank Nicoletti or
Nicolina? Nicolita, right?
Yeah, something like
How do you
that.
say? Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikina. Yeah.
So just think about that. They could have had Donovan at 7. They couldn't take him. It was too high, but they took Frank.
That was, so obviously what, draft day is always Thursday, I think it is. Me and him had a workout in New York, the Knicks, Wednesday morning.
Day before the draft?
The day before the draft. Like I was done. And then I guess they called like a couple guys agents because they had the 7th pick and then that was it. They had nothing else. And they were like, so I guess they were telling guys like, oh, they might trade, they might basically like get another pick, in the late first or whatever. So I just remember, and the funniest part about that whole thing, I left my toiletry bag. We got to the gym, we did the workout. I'm like, damn, I forgot my toiletry bag at the hotel. So they're like, all right, cool. So we pull up after the workout and we pull into, whatever, like the Holiday Inn or whatever, spot we were in Terrytown. And Donovan just turns and looks at me. He's like, is this where you stayed at? I'm looking, I'm like, hey, Cone. I'm like, yeah, where you stayed at? I stayed at the Ritz. I was like, yeah, I'm not getting drafted here. But yeah, shout out to Don, man. He just messed up my thought process. Hi, Cone.
I was at that game where you guys played them, and Donovan came to practice the next day and spoke to the guys, and he didn't even attempt to shoot the basketball in the first quarter. And he said, I knew they were going to come after me, and they were going to come after me hard. And I was trying to get everybody else a shot. And then the fourth quarter, he said, we're going to get blown out unless I do something.
It was beginning of the second half. He scored like...
Start cooking.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Yeah. That was the first game. I was sick because I didn't play that game. I was sitting there, I'm like, uh-oh. He started, but then he was on 29 for a while.
He was on 29 for a while. Yeah. And we found a way, but they're going to be good. They're going to be really good. And then Darius either...
Came back last night.
Yeah.
So back to the beginning of the conversation, do you think the holding guys accountable aspect do you think it's different because of NIL or just because of how
I think
culture is now?
I think you've got to be a teacher, and you've got to build character in people, regardless of what age you are. I think they're going to go out there, and you've got to build character in them. And what I'm trying to do is get everybody to reach their potential, whatever that potential may be. And I tell players all the time in recruiting, when coaches say, I'll get you to the NBA, they're feeding you nonsense. I said, the NBA is going to pick who they want. I said, all I can tell you is I'll get you to reach your potential. You will reach your potential, whatever that potential may be. If it's the EuroLeague, if it's Europe, if it's the NBA, I've had over 25 NBA basketball players. I'll get you to reach your potential. It's up to the NBA to choose you. And that's all you can do. But I am a big believer in working hard. Just give me 100%. I'll give you 100%. Don't take plays off and just give it everything you have to make it. And look, that's what you two guys are all about. You don't take plays off. You play your asses off. You did it in college. You're doing it now. And that's why you are where you are. But players don't always do that, you know, and some take. I had a young man, you guys probably remember, Russ Smith, who was a two-time All-American for me. And
He's still playing.
he plays overseas, and he scored, he scored like 60 points a game. And we're very close. I gave him the nickname Rusticulous. But Russ hated practice, hated it. And I used to tell him, I said, Russ, it's going to come to an end unless you get better at this game. Now, Russ did reach his potential, but he was 6 foot, 160 pounds. I mean, there's only so much he could do. But he was a great college player.
You know who else hated practice?
I was gonna say, could you play
Still
for
does.
Coach Pitino? Well, you play for Coach Wright.
Yeah, but I don't know. I played for Coach Wright. I don't know if I could have played for him, though. He probably would have. Yeah, I don't know if I could have done it.
Notorious practice hater, allegedly.
I practice hard, kind of. But because I had
And Nova, you practice hard because you had
Coach,
to.
Yeah, Coach made me.
Coach made you practice hard.
Now?
But you guys don't practice, I mean, real practice that much.
Nah, not really.
But your dad told me that even with Tibbs, that you guys didn't really get after it too much in practice.
No. We did a lot, but nothing contact.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing contact. So it was like just making sure like we obviously got a lot of plays in and all that stuff, technique stuff, but it was never like we're never like throwing the ball up and playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially during the season.
I think, kind of to what you were talking about, obviously for all these guys, the end goal is like the NBA. It's like they want to make it, they want to do that. And they see mostly the top guys, like there's certain possessions, like they can take possession, like they're that good. But they got to that, growing up, they didn't take possessions off. They had to figure out where they could take possessions off, how they could use their body. And I think that's one thing that obviously you're kind of attesting to is like, you have to learn that and you have to get to that. And then when you get to that level, at times, as long as you're great enough, you can pick and choose, how to take certain possessions off or do that, or, make sure you get your body right, for guys like him, it's like we need you to go out there and score 25 points. Like, we don't need you to go crazy and be defensive player of the year. Like, that's not your role.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes it's hard for young guys to understand that because they see it, they see the glitz and the glamour, but they don't realize the progression it takes to get to there.
Like I want the young man, Bryce Hopkins, I tell him, I said, Bryce, getting 6-7 rebounds is not going to do it. I said, everybody's into so much the analytics and the statistics of how many rebounds per minute are you going to get. I said, you got to come down with 13, 14 rebounds. This is it for you. And I said, the NBA scouts, they don't like older players. They don't, I think last year with 2 seniors drafted, Walter Clayton Jr. from Florida and one other player. So they're at a disadvantage. When you're a senior in college, you better have those numbers. And, I want my players to get there. If you can get 12, 13 rebounds, you're going to stick out. Go get it.
That was, I know rebounding was, I'm not sure, obviously your pre-draft, workouts and conversations were probably totally different than mine, but that's one. No, I'm just talking like the conversation role and all that, because like how they looked at me, they looked at.
Oh yeah.
I think like my senior year, I averaged like 18 points or like 19 points or whatever. But they were like, that won't really translate. But like they looked at the rebounding number, they're like, that's enough. Like that will translate to the next level.
Yeah.
How many rebounds your average?
I think probably like 9.
Damn.
For your size, that's great.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
Great.
But yeah, like
1 year difference in school?
2.
Yeah.
He left senior, I left the junior.
A 1-year draft class difference.
Yeah.
Were you your last year when you beat Carlisle, or was that just you?
That was
That was my freshman year, his junior year.
Yeah, that was my junior year.
I was in top part of the one hotel in Miami with my kids, and obviously I'm a close friend of Jay's. And when you won that game, we went crazy.
That shit was crazy.
Do you think it's the greatest March Madness finish ever?
It was pretty special. It was pretty special. Yeah, it really was.
I don't know. Everything happened so fast. Like, we were up 10. Then we were tied.
They started walking us down. We were sweating for a second.
And then I asked Coach Wright when we had him on the show, when we went back to Nova, I was like, "Do you remember what you said like in the huddle?" He's like, "No, not at all." I was like, "Yeah, me neither." Like it was a complete blackout moment, but somehow, some way, I just remember being focused. We were all like, "Damn, we just blew a 10-point lead," but we were like, "All right, we'll figure something out."
You never forget those moments. March Madness, I've lost in the first round. I've been to 7 Final Fours, and people always say, "You have a team to go to." I said, "You just don't know. You just don't know. You get the wrong matchup." The worst game we played in 1996, we had a team that I really thought my second unit of Ron Mercer and Derek Anderson and those could have won the national championship. We had 8 NBA players. Our 13th man was Nazi Muhammad, who played 18 years in the league.
Yeah.
So we had a great team, but we played Syracuse in the final game with John Wallace, and the 2-3 zone really stymied what we were trying to do. We wound up winning by 9, but it was the worst game of the season. So you can get the wrong matchup in the NCAA tournament, and you're out.
Absolutely. I remember we played your senior year.
I was about to say, that's what Wisconsin,
We
dog.
played Wisconsin. We lost, but they were an 8 seed or 9. They were 8 seed.
8 seed.
But they were second in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
But they were an 8 seeds. So it was just like, we were just like,
They were setting us up. They were like, yeah, nah.
And they had a different style of play, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had Nigel Hayes and Bronson Koenig, and Ethan Happ was on the team. Was he?
I think so, yeah. They had a tall. They always got a tall white guy. who was solid.
They definitely cooked us.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm not gonna talk too much about that.
So you were all 4 years with Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barely made it, but I did.
When you were talking about like the accountability part, like how you went like at your team collectively, I feel like Coach Wright went at us collectively, but he definitely went at us individually.
He was, and obviously it was a little bit different time, but yeah, he would obviously his biggest thing is, okay, I want to make sure practice is it's so much harder than the game that the game is easy.
Yep.
So he for sure would go at us, especially if he saw we were like on that fence of like snapping. He's like, okay, like I'm gonna push the limits. He definitely I will give him his credit. He always gave everybody one time to snap. You didn't get more than one. If you talk to Coach, you probably didn't use your one time.
I never snapped, but you definitely snapped more than once.
No, okay.
He took
Snap at him. You can only snap at him one time. Like you could snap at him, curse him out, do whatever.
When did you snap at him?
I'm saying, like, I don't know if I used my one time. I mean, I probably more so snapped on y'all, but I didn't really snap at him.
He would one time I elbowed him in the face, just like kind of like creating space. And like I definitely said this on the show before, but like if I passed the ball and like me and Josh were in the middle of the court and it felt like everything around was going in slow motion, I just feel Josh like beaming at me. So I'm like, oh shit. So I cut to the basket and I catch the ball and I just knew that Josh was about to like fuck me up. He like pushes me into like the sliding, like the door, right? The ball drops, he gets it, he throws the ball at me and he just walks away like nothing happened. I'm just like, are you good?
I got out of my system. I'm good.
So he may have not snapped at Coach, but I mean, you broke Daryl's sternum or his chest. You beat up Mikhail every day before I got there. Beat up. I don't want to say beat up. Y'all, you and Dante fought in the weight room. Like, everything. He was the common denominator in everything. So you snapped like more than 10 times.
Yeah, but like I'm sure you've had guys that was like this, right? Like that was like, cause obviously you and Coach Wright are very similar in terms of coaching style and how you guys are as men and like teaching us obviously as young men. But so I know you've had guys that were like that. Like they were, a little rough around the edges, but like
fiery.
Yeah.
Oh, I had Ellis Miles from Compton. I was worried every single day with him. Every single day.
Josh is from Silver Spring, Maryland.
A little different than Compton.
A little different.
Yeah, Josh went to Sitwell Friends.
Sitwell Friends. With the Obamas, I'm talking about comparing him to Compton. No. You were just a troubled human being. Still are.
Are there any similarities between the Knicks teams that you were a part of and this current team?
Well, we were known as the Bombinos. We were averaging 117.8 points per game. We were pressing a lot, so these guys don't press like that. But offensively, we shot a lot of threes. You guys are a better offensive team than us, but we had Patrick. And we were a very good defensive team. But the game was different back then. I mean, everybody's playing 5 out right now. You have Karl Anthony Towns coming in off the bounce and shooting threes. Patrick and Oak never shot a 3. So it's a lot different.
Yeah.
But I really think you guys have the potential to do great things this year. This is, in my opinion, a much better team than last year. Nothing to do with coaching or anything. I just think you're a much better basketball team. I think you have all the answers if the big guy can stay healthy.
Yeah. I think another year under our belt will help. I think our chemistry is there. Like that's not a problem for us. Like chemistry is not a problem for us. I just think that it's a long year, so like you can't look too far ahead. Like,
Yeah, no question.
Like for us, like everyone's like, oh, this is our year. This is our year. Like we keep hearing that, and like, all right, well, we gotta get through the year.
Yeah.
Right, and so just making sure we're not listening to the outside noise, positive or negative, and
You have one thing that's, as you know, because you guys go to every arena, but the home court advantage at Madison Square Garden is not like a normal professional environment.
no,
These people are living. I'm sitting at courtside and I'm watching these people, and every single professional play, they're on the edge of their seat going crazy. And you see that at some college games, but you don't see that too often in the pros. Now, is Oklahoma City like that?
Yeah.
OKC's atmosphere, like our atmosphere is really good.
Yeah.
Like when we get like the beginning of the game, it may not be as loud, but the fourth quarter at the Garden close game, it's loud.
Yeah.
It's loud. OKC, from the moment the jump ball is tossed, it's loud.
Yeah.
OKC's like that.
I would say there's Portland when Portland's good. Portland, Indiana.
Boston?
Yeah, but
Okay, this last year was different because usually, yes, Boston's a great crowd for them. But we just came from Detroit. And Detroit was, when I say it was deafening, Detroit, like deafening. So we went to Boston, like it wasn't as loud as Detroit. Like Detroit was loud as hell. Like
that might have been the loudest.
That might have been the loudest
NBA arena I ever.
Yeah, it was loud every single game we played there.
There was one point. It was probably like fourth quarter. I don't know if they were chanting "F you" or "He's a flopper" or whatever it was. Well, I swore like my chest was shaking. I was like, and he was going to the free throw line. I'm like, I'll give him credit because he made both. Cause I'm sitting there, I'm like, ain't no way he's gonna miss one of these. Cause I'm sitting there like, I think it was like their first time going to the playoffs in like 10 years or 15 years, something like that.
Long time.
And I'll give them credit. They showed out.
The Detroit was loud, but usually Boston, yes. But Detroit was loud.
Yeah.
What do you think are the loudest college arenas that you've coached at?
Kansas is tough. Rupp Arena's tough. In the Big East, you go to Marquette, they sell out where the Bucks play. They sell out that arena. They're pretty loud. Connecticut's fans are crazy. They're the Kentucky of the East. I mean, they travel. We play them in the Garden, and they bring 8,000-9,000 people.
When we played there, Creighton was always loud as hell.
Creighton was loud.
Yeah.
Creighton was really loud. Butler, we always had trouble. But just Hinkle Fieldhouse is nuts.
Yeah.
But
Did you win the Big East both years?
we won the Big East my freshman year, regular season, lost in the tournament.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, won regular season, won the tournament.
Yeah.
Lost regular season to Xavier junior year, won the tournament.
I'm just thinking of like I'm like hearing them names and stuff, and I'm just like, my first year, my rookie freshman year was a year like the new Big East. And I'm like, and obviously it's a good conference, But bro, when I committed, it was the Big East. It was all like the Syracuse, the Connecticut, Pitt. And then you don't know how sick I was when I got committed. I'm hyped. 3 months later,
Dismantled.
Big East was dismantled. I'm sitting there, I'm like, dog, I don't get to play against none of these. And no, obviously, that's no.
What year was that?
So I committed 12 and got there.
You graduated
13, 14.
High school?
Yeah. And so 13, 14 was my freshman year. And that was like the first year of like the.
So
the Big East.
Louisville was in the Big East. No, we went.
It
to
was the last
We went to
year.
the ACC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
Sick.
boy, what? I was so, cause I'm just like, all right, especially, when you go to Nova and you're, I wasn't that highly recruited, so I didn't have that many biggies.
Yeah.
I wasn't like you know what I mean? So, you go to Wells Fargo, obviously they always had the big games at Wells Fargo. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm hype. I went to the one where they like upset Syracuse.
Arch hit the game winner?
Arch hit the game winner. I think they had a game at Pitt they played. I went to, and I'm sitting there watching them. I'm like, I can't wait to play this. I can't wait for this. And then it got totally different. Damn football money, bro. But how was your thoughts of that? Like, what was that process like of like that change of that to it was like Catholic 7?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. We won back-to-back Big East championships in 12 and 13, and it was great with the teams that were in it.
Mm-hmm.
I was really disappointed when everybody left for football, and I was happy that Connecticut came back into it. I would like to. I'm a big proponent of combining the Big East with the ACC. Coach Krzyzewski recommended that. I think it would be great to have a super conference for basketball because, back when I first started coaching, the NBA and the NFL were like this. Mm-hmm. College football, college basketball were like this. Mm-hmm. Today, an NBA playoff game, Miami of Ohio playing a mid-major in football outdraws an NBA game on TV. Football has taken over television. Mm-hmm. And it's all because of gambling. Mm-hmm. It's all gambling. One game a week, and if you turn on ESPN, they're talking about football from when you get up in the morning to First Take to that McAfee show. That's all they're talking about is football. Mm-hmm. They're not. Once in a while they'll talk about the NBA. Once in a while they'll bring the baseball World Series up. Mm-hmm. But they're talking football nonstop, and every member of their staff is football. Mm-hmm. So football is dominating, and so I would love to see us combine with the ACC and have this super conference to build up the stature of college basketball again.
I like that idea.
It's a cool idea.
That'd be really dope.
Would it be called the ACC or the Big East?
I don't know. It's all revenue driven.
The Big ACC?
yeah, probably.
And then what? Have the conference tournament still at MSG?
I think they would want that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, gotta be in MSG.
Yeah.
So what's that going to be? That's going to be like what, 25, 26 teams?
So it would be 11, probably 22 teams, and you'd split it up, and then you'd play different teams every other year.
Yeah.
But the television package would be amazing.
Yeah.
Because, North Carolina, Duke is still Duke. North Carolina right now is Duke is on an island by themselves in that conference.
Right. Yeah.
But when you look at Florida State, you look at Clemson, they're not drawing. We still have a lot of drawing power because we're in major cities.
All right, y'all, before we get into it, quick heads up. If you're trying to stay in your bag this season, you need to be on DoorDash.
That's facts. Whether you're watching for the highlights, the tunnel fits, or just trying to see if Josh finally makes your fantasy team.
That's crazy out of you, buddy. That's crazy.
I'm just messing with you.
Anytime a player drops 50 in a game, you get 50% off your DoorDash order with Dash Pass the next day. Use promo code NBA50 and boom, you're in there.
And with every order, you're entered to win the ultimate fan bag. We're talking real stuff like designer sunglasses, tunnel jackets, even golden spoons, not just some foam finger. Hey, maybe you two can even drop something in the bag for a fan.
We could.
You can do that.
And DoorDash is not just food either. You can get ice or even socks delivered to you on the spot. They're keeping you ready for double overtime, last minute watch parties, all of it, all season long.
So remember, every time a player hits 50, use promo code NBA50 the next day to get 50% off with Dash Pass. Dash Pass members only, 50% off, up to $10 the day after a 50-point game with promo code. Terms apply.
In that bag drop sweepstakes, no purchase necessary. Ends April 13th. Open to legal U.S. residents 21 or older. Visit DoorDashInYourBag.com for full details and free entry method. Void in Alaska, Hawaii, and where prohibited.
DoorDash in your bag, all season long.
Here in the concrete jungle, the grind never stops.
You got to hustle to stay on top of your game because the competition is fierce. You should know.
If you want to make it here, you need a ride that matches your energy. The Ford Bronco has that capability to conquer.
Like a true New Yorker, the Bronco has a rugged, no-nonsense attitude that's always up for a challenge and down to play.
We're talking 4x4 capability, serious ground clearance, massive all-terrain tires, and what really sets it apart, GOAT modes.
Oh yeah, it goes over any type of terrain. Whether you're way off the grid exploring beyond the boroughs, or let's just be real, just driving these city streets, Bronco adjusts to the road and keeps rolling.
Because it's all about being ready in those clutch moments. Whatever it is you're chasing, the perfect sunset or the ultimate win, the Ford Bronco is built wild to help you rise to the occasion. Visit your local Ford store for a test drive.
All right, fellas, I finally got something that's actually keeping my house safe, like actually safe.
You mean safer than you trying to guard me in practice?
Bro, that's not that hard. But nah, I'm talking about SimpliSafe.
Oh yeah, I got that too. It's not one of those old school alarm systems that only go off after someone's already inside.
Exactly. That's too late. SimpliSafe's different, and it's real security that can stop a crime before it even starts.
Yeah, I actually heard they got this thing called Active Guard Outdoor Protection. Live agents actually watch your cameras and can call out to anyone creeping around before they even try to break in. Great for when you're on the road.
I saw one of the demo videos and the agent was like, hey, we see you. The police are on the way. And the guy dipped immediately.
Bro, turned into prime Usain Bolt.
And right now, SimpliSafe's got their Black Friday early access sale going on. You can get 60% off any new system. That's their biggest deal of the year.
60% off.
That's like Josh's free throw percentage.
Wow.
Yeah, well, anyway, go to SimpliSafe.com/roommates. That's SimpliSafe.com/roommates to get real security for your home while the deal is still up. Josh, you want to hear something funny?
What?
What was your recruiting pitch to Rick Brunson?
Oh,
I can't remember that far back. You know how many years ago that was? Tell me what it was.
So he was 91 All-American game. So probably like, was he 91 All-American game? 90.
Was it Salem High School?
Salem High School.
Wow. I can't believe I remembered that.
Salem High School.
Wow. Tell me what it was.
I think it was, no, I don't remember anything. I just remember
I
wanted to go there.
Yes.
I know he wanted to go there.
Jump shots, bro.
And then obviously went to Coach
I
Cheney.
knew him as a real young player from basketball camps, as a really young player, and tough.
Side note, I miss that basketball camp culture. Like, I miss that, but we'll continue. Continue.
Mm-hmm. So he that was really a good player, and he was tough, hard nosed. He went to Temple, right?
Yeah.
Yep. He probably chose the right school. You know, Temple was probably a good school for him. But he could play the game. He could. I don't know if I want to get up at 4 or 5 in the morning and practice.
I'm good.
No, that was every morning for them.
Nah, hell no.
They got up every morning like at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And practice.
Rest.
Yeah, hell no.
Maybe like once or twice a week or something.
But think about how cold every morning. You're up at 4. How cold it is.
Oh my God. Philly, bro, I would never forget. That's when I knew, like, Philly weather, obviously New York weather is different, but Philly weather is different in D.C. One time where I stepped outside of one of them 6 a.m. practices, and Nova, you had to get there 45 minutes before.
Yeah.
So I stepped outside at like 5 a.m., and a gust of cold wind hit me, and I like lost my breath for a second. I was, and it took me like a couple, and I was like, bro, I wouldn't. At that point, I was like, bro, I can't do this no more.
I had to, so I lived like a half mile from high school.
Mm-hmm.
So like on non-game days, my parents made me walk.
Yeah,
I had to walk
Chicago.
backwards.
We were about to say you had to walk backwards.
Because I was in school in
The wind?
in Chicago. I literally had to walk backwards because that wind was piercing. So, and yes, So walking to the practice in the morning, you have those big puffers, and it still wouldn't help. That was ass. That was ass.
Chicago's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm shocked at how they're playing.
The bull, yeah, hooping
Playing
right
really
now.
well.
Yeah.
They're playing really well.
They can pass and shoot.
Yeah.
And like, you can tell that they're all in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as of right now, like the way they're playing, they're all in. They're all playing well. They're all feeding off each other. And
Where's the big guy from? I know he's a foreign player, but where is he from?
Montenegro.
Yeah. Vucevic, you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, Montenegro. Yeah.
Buzelis took a leap too this offseason.
I like this game.
Uh-huh. He went to high school outside Chicago too. Well, he's from outside Chicago.
The European kid?
Buzelis?
I think he's European descent, but
He's from
went to high
Hinsdale.
school in America.
Hinsdale, Naperville.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I thought he came over.
Like they said from Chicago. I'm like, he's from Hinsdale.
And the young man from Minnesota has really gotten a lot better. Is it Trey? I played at Duke, I think. Trey
Jones.
Trey
Jones.
Jones. He's gotten a lot better.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got a good team. Like you said, you can tell they're all like they move the ball, they share the ball, and it's when you do that, and obviously I think they're like 5-1 right now or 6-1, whatever. When you see the success of, as a team and individually, when you're playing that way, it makes you want to buy in like even more. It's like, okay, this is whatever we're doing is right, and it's like then you don't have as much like pushback or like individual agendas because you're reaping the benefits of just what it looks like just buying in.
I had Rick Carlisle on my team with the Knicks at the end of his career.
Oh, RC, man. RC.
That's your guy.
He jump-started my career, 100%. Like, he was...
Oh, that's right. He was at Dallas.
I was in Dallas. He's definitely a goofy guy. He's just goofy. But one thing, like, he knows X's and O's. Like, he's really good with his stuff. And, like, no matter what, like, there were times where obviously I got DMPs or I played, but when I was out there, he was just like, go be aggressive, go just do you. And
he's got a great mind.
He
He tells a story about me when I was with the Knicks, and we were in bad foul trouble. We're playing the Phoenix Suns, and he gets up and tells people this. And everybody embellishes their stories. And I put him in the game, and I said, Rick, I'm going to tell you right now, don't let the guys go by you like the last game. Just keep them in front. Don't let them go by you. Guy goes by him. All right, Rick, don't let it happen. Don't let him go by you again. Timeout. Let them go by. I'm telling you tomorrow, you're going on a Peter Pan bus back home. I'm not even going to pay for your flight. Don't let this kid, he tells everybody his story. And I kept him in the game. I had Kiki Vandeweghe at the end of his career. I had Rick Carlisle. But Rick, he could really play. He could really play. He was really, really intelligent. It does not shock me that he's a great coach today because he really understood how to play. He could shoot and pass with anyone, but defense was, and he had great size. He has good size for a backcourt player.
like 6'5".
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tall.
And but he defensively, he was at the end of his career, and Rick, just don't let him go by you. It's all just keep him in front of you.
One question for you. So we had Joakim Noah on the pod, and he talked about how unsurprised he was that Billy Donovan has had such a successful NBA career. I'm curious from your perspective as someone who's coached at the pro level as well as college, why you don't really see a lot of amazing college coaches make the leap and what the biggest difference is between.
Well, I
coaching.
had a little advantage because I worked for UB Brown as an assistant. I don't ever recommend any college coach to go to the NBA unless they're an assistant because it's a totally different brand of coaching, totally different brand. You have to manage people, you have to keep the players' legs fresh, and you have to strategize about the game.
Yeah, and you can't talk to a 35-year-old the same way you talk to a 22-year-old.
Well, it's not so much that; it's the coaching and practice. You can't. Everything with us is practice. In the pros, it's not practice, and you got to get that mindset. Like a John Beilein going to the pros, it's not going to be that way. So with Billy, what I'm shocked about is how much I never thought he would like the pros as much as he does, because he has that. He looks like a college coach. He goes about it, but he loves the NBA. Loves the NBA. Didn't want to go back to college at all. I called him about the Indiana job, the Kentucky job. He could have had them all, and no, he doesn't. So he loves the NBA, gets along with his players great. He had Maurice Cheeks with him for a long time, and Maurice helped him a lot. So, he's adjusted really, really well. But some of the other guys don't adjust to it. They need to be an assistant first and find out what it's all about in dealing with the NBA athlete.
Yes.
Yeah. I always told Ryan.
Are your team easy to deal with? All the guys?
We're pretty easy. I mean, you got
we have no like actual assholes on the team. Like he's an asshole, but not really. Like we have a bunch of good dudes. I mean, we have moments where like guys like teams do. You have moments, but we have no like troublemakers.
Yeah.
One, but he's all right. We can handle him.
I mean, because 82 games in playoffs, it's a long year with guys.
It's a lot. I mean,
You see each other every day.
Yeah.
And when shit's not going well, you're annoyed at each other. Yeah.
On the road, you go out with each other?
Sometimes,
Yeah, we dinner.
It just all depends, and it's like we're not like when I first got into the league, I feel like it was how should I say? Guys started like a lot of like the older guys were kind of like it was like the generation was changing.
Yeah.
Now like everyone like we just kind of like hang out a little bit. A lot of dudes have like these things called pogas, which is like you put your PlayStation or whatever your little gaming console in. You bring that on the plane. You go to your room. You're playing video games. I feel like because like in the bubble, there was a couple like JJ Mello, some like the older guys, Carlo Quinn, like they would go hang out and drink wine, and then like everyone else was just like in the room playing video games.
Yeah.
So like now like the generations. It's different. You might go out to dinner or something, like just kind of hang out, but a lot of times people just kind of do their own thing.
Yeah, I haven't felt the itch to like really go out though. Like,
You're tired.
Tired.
Any card playing?
I stopped playing because we had a couple dudes cheating, so I was like, I'm not playing with you guys.
They was playing Boo, and you know how Boo rate gets, so people lose a lot of money. I'll stay away from it. I'll just be chilling on the plane.
So Josh has, first of all, I don't know what people who like legit download movies and shows like on the iPad. Like you have like whatever you use, like Netflix, Hulu, HBO, like you download shows on that. Josh will literally go on like iTunes and like buy movies and have them downloaded. And so he has like a full like catalog of like movies, like maybe 100 movies. And this man he'll hop from movie to movie, right? And just watch like a clip of one movie and be like, okay, I'm done. And go to another movie and watch like a clip. And I'm literally sitting there watching, like, I see him fast forwarding it, like, I went too far. And then go back a little bit, watch it, and then switch. I'm like, and then 2 seconds later, the dude's catching flies out cold. Like,
my thing is, and I feel like I said this before, if we're like, say it might be sleep or something, or it's like we have a short flight, and then next thing you know, we got like 30 minutes left, and I'm bored, I'm like, okay, what am I going, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I can't watch a full movie, so I'm going to watch the best scenes from the movies
he was watching Rush Hour 1, Rush Hour 2, Rush Hour 3, all within a 20-minute span.
Yeah, I saw
the ending or
no, it'll be in the middle. It'll be in the middle of the movie, like an hour in with like 2 hours left. Like,
yeah, then I'll be done. I'll be like, I was like, man, that's a great scene. Exit out, and then I'll go to the next one. I'll go to like Hateful Eight, and I'll watch like one scene. I'm like, dang, that's
Josh watched the Equalizer scene probably 3 flights in a row, like last year. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
The bar scene?
Yes.
The bar, great scene. I'm just like, all right, if I want to watch like some type of action scene or action movie and I can't watch the whole thing, I'm going to just watch a couple clips.
This is the Denzel scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
Great one.
Yeah.
Now, we got some fan questions. You know, whenever we have a guest, we always kind of tweet out that we have you guys on, and then they shoot some questions our way. So we have Optimistic Nick, favorite Italian restaurant in Lexington?
You know, it's been so long since I've been in Lexington, Kentucky. I only know Jeff Ruby's. I don't even know if they have an Italian restaurant in Lexington. There's not. I think I was the only Italian in Lexington.
There wasn't many.
Northside Nabil, favorite moment of your coaching career?
Favorite moment, I would say every single day. I just loved coaching. I can't say it's a special game, a special moment, because every year there's always special moments. There's always down moments, but because my window is closing and I'm 73, I'm not going to go forever, and I just take every single day as if it's special. It's a blessing to me.
Thomas Busaka, Rick, would you ever consider coaching in the NBA again after all these NIL deals became a factor? And then next question, do you see Josh or me becoming a head coach at any level?
So I couldn't coach in the pros again. I couldn't coach 100 games again. I don't think I'm physically able to do that. I would like to coach back in the EuroLeague again because I love to travel. I've been to Moscow, St. Petersburg, Berlin. I love to travel. I think you guys can just about do whatever you want to do coaching-wise.
Josh isn't coaching.
There's certain guys that I said would never be. My graduate assistant from New Jersey called me up and said, look, I want to come to Kentucky and be a GA. I want to learn the style of play. I want to be a coach. I said, Frank, listen, man, go to Rutgers, go to Villanova, go to St. Joe's, be a GA there. I met him at the 5-star camp. He decided, no, I want to come. He played on a JV team with me. I started a JV team. Then he became a manager, a video guy, and it's Frank Vogel.
Wow.
So,
wow.
It's you'd be surprised today. It's from Rick Carlisle to Billy Donovan to Frank Vogel, guys that I've been with. I drafted Chauncey Billups, and he became a head coach. And you never know. You say some people, no, they're not going to go into coaching, and they do because they still have a love for the game, and it beats what they're doing at the time. So I think both of you guys would be terrific coaches because you know the game, and you're unselfish. You play to win, and that's most of the keys about coaching. You've got to put winning above everything else, and you do whatever you can to win, even if it's. I remember Red Auerbach. I'll leave with this. Red Auerbach said to me, I watch in those timeouts. Your pen's going 100 miles an hour, and why don't you do what I did? Have them all stand up in a huddle and say to them, what do you think, guys? What should I run? I said, that's what you did? Yeah, I'd say to Russell, what do you think, Russ? What should we run? I say to Kuzi, what do you think we should run? Havlicek, what do you think we should run? And they would give it to me, let Kuz take it, let this. I said, okay, I'm going to try it. So we're playing the Lakers at home in Boston. I got Antoine Walker, Walter McCarty, and Ron Mercer, who I coached in college, in the starting lineup. And we're down one, call timeout. I said, guys, what do you think we should run? What do you think, Merce? Dead silence. What do you think, Walter? Dead silence. Antoine. And I told this story to Red Auerbach that night, and he almost choked with laughter. I said, Twan, what do you think? He says the F word. How the F do I know? You're the coach. That's what you get paid to do. We get paid to play. You get paid to coach. So I told Red that story. He said, stand them up next time. They won't shut up. And do they, in huddles, will the coach ask you guys what you think?
Yeah.
That's a little bit.
So I think that's important. I do it now with Zuby, our captain. I'll say, what do you think, Zub? And he'll speak invariably in every timeout. Zuby will say something. I mean, we got 3 minutes to go, and we got to put this thing away. And he'll say something in every timeout now.
That's good. Yeah.
The holidays are coming up, and thanks to Macy's, there's a gift for everyone. Before we let you go, so the holidays are obviously coming up. What does the holiday season look like in the Pitino household? Any traditions?
Yeah, we always get together at Christmas time in Miami. Richard, he's the head coach of Xavier, my middle son, and we all meet in Miami. And I used to live at a little island called Indian Creek, and now I live right off the island, and we all get together, and we spend Christmas Eve together, Christmas together, and then we all fly back to where we have to go. So I have going to be 16 grandchildren.
Oh, wow.
So 8 boys, 8 girls, and we have a very close family. They come to all the games. They'll be at the game Saturday. Richard's playing right now. So it's a cool situation.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Great. Indian Creek, great golf course. Haven't played it yet, but I heard it's...
You'd like
amazing
it.
golf course.
It's not overly difficult, but the scenery is surrounded by water. And
Nice.
anytime you want to play, you'll be my guest.
Would love it.
Jalen, Josh, anything different for you guys with now that your babies are getting older?
Honestly, the only thing that's different now is we have to limit. I don't know if you had this problem, but you have to limit the amount of gifts that you bring. Like, don't bring the kids 8 gifts. Everyone gets 1 gift that they get to give the twins, and that's it. Because there's too many gifts.
I need to adopt that.
Yes.
It is good to do that.
Yeah, I'm like,
Wish I would have
It's
done
like
that.
also like not even the gift stuff. Like there's stuff that like randomly just like just like shows up at your house. Like, oh, hey Jalen, like we're sending this. So I'm like from like CAA. You're just like very very appreciative. Like if I don't use it, I give it away. Like I give it away. But it's a lot. It's a lot.
yeah.
I gave my older ones a gold coin last
You
year.
guys gave us some.
Yeah.
And I said, now keep this. It's going to be, it's valuable now, but it's going to become more valuable. Hold on to it. It's a gold coin. So
That aged well.
a year goes by. I said, hold on to it. And they said, oh, no, we cashed it in.
He said, we're good now.
Gold's hitting all-time highs.
Yep.
Well, obviously it's the holiday season, so we have a gift from you from Tommy John.
Appreciate it.
So,
Thank you.
No, for sure. We appreciate you for
Coach.
coming on the podcast. Good luck this season. Obviously, huge expectations, but we're looking forward. New York is always on fire and always better when basketball is good. So, appreciate you coming on. Good luck.
Great. Same to you guys.
Yep.
All right, fellas, is that time again? Gift season.
Every year, I swear I'm getting ready. Then I realize half my list is impossible to shop for. Like Jalen playing D. Level impossible.
Playing D sounds crazy.
What do you even get your cousin who already owns everything? Another candle?
Y'all gotta be hitting Macy's. They've got all the top gifts and free personal stylists who do all the hard work for you.
Wait, stylist for gifts?
Yep. Like if your nephews need an ATV four-wheeler to whip around, Macy's Stylist for Gifts will hook you up with something perfect. Boom, favorite uncle. I know what I'm getting your kids now.
Hey, they look really cute. Just whipping around. Macy's really said, we got you, bro.
Or if you need a gift for your dad who has everything, the stylists find something they don't.
I love to see the stylist find a gift for Rick. We're trying to put the Macy's stylist to the test now.
So basically, Macy's is like your assist leader, sets you up for the perfect gift every time.
And with their Black Friday sale happening now, you're saving money and getting all that help for free. You'll even get 20% off your purchase from your first session with your stylist.
Book your first session today. Macy's personal stylist will make you look like the MVP of gifting.
This segment is brought to you by Tommy John, Underwear with Game. Let's get into some recent sports news. So the obvious, Dodgers won the World Series in one of the best, if not the best, Game
Second best.
7s of all time. I
second
know you
best.
said it's the second best.
Yeah.
Enlighten us. Which one was better?
2016 Cubs,
State your case.
just a great game, top to bottom. Every inning there was something going on. Lead changes, all that. All right, but Dodgers winning the World Series.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch after the Yanks got eliminated. Sadly, I didn't watch too much of the playoff baseball. But Game 7 was unreal. So
Unbelievable.
Yamamoto was. Did you see the whole thing? Was like he got tricked.
No.
Like his trainer was like, because he pitched the day before, so his trainer was just kind of like, all right, man, let's just get up and like throw the ball or whatever. So he was just like throwing the ball, and I guess he was like, he felt good. He was like, next thing you know, his trainer was like, oh, you're good. He's like, and next thing you know, he's just sitting there on the mound. He's just like, how the hell did this happen?
Really?
Yeah. So they was like, everyone in LA, man, just thank Yamamoto's trainer because he tricked them into getting on the mound.
Do you think we're all being tricked by Ohtani?
He can't speak English?
I think he speaks fluent English.
Oh, he for sure. Do you see how he
That's the
had Cameron
theory.
Brink laughing?
And
He's 100% speak English.
he was like, thank you guys. He was like, he said everything he said in Japanese, and then like, so all right, Ohtani, appreciate you, thank you guys, and then walked off. We're like,
He said it a little too smoothly, brother. Yeah, he for sure speaks English, but you know what I do got to say though? Shout out to Tommy John because they're underwear with Game.
Speaking of Tommy John, is now a good time to bring up your modeling again?
I think it's a great time.
Because one, you have that fire commercial. I can't lie, it was very commercial. It was very wholesome.
My beautiful wife and I.
It was very wholesome. Gotta support Black love.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right. Yep. Ironic coming from me.
You're big into black love, right?
Yep. Ironic coming from me. But hey, guys, make sure you go get your Tommy Johns because you get your I don't know if it's weekly, but you'll get a every once in a while, you get a text from Tommy John saying, "Hey, it's officially plaid season. Explore pro baller Josh Hart's top picks before they sell out." And you'll get a screenshot from PJ Tucker.
Oh, they sent him a text from that?
They sent him a text, like an automated text, and he sent it to me saying, "What the f- is going on?"
Lie, that's hilarious. PJ dismisses me, that's all.
So for I guess the audience just saw it, but give us a summary, Jalen.
Yeah, he said, what the hell is going on? I don't want to see this stocking stuffer.
How you know I stuck my stuffing?
You stuck my stuffing?
It's 9 o'clock, dog. I'm tired.
Stuck my snoffing.
Shout out to PJ.
Shout out to PJ. Shout out to Tommy John. Shout out to Dodgers.
JB, are you ready for Thanksgiving?
I am, bro. What are you most thankful for?
Gotta be the family. And obviously my Tommy John underwear. No, I love Tommy John.
I'm thankful for that too, bro, because I don't have to see you adjusting yourself all the time.
And that's a pause.
Yeah, I'm going to need Tommy John's 4-time stretch, though, because that Thanksgiving plate, man, it's about to be serious this year.
Good underwear, family, food, and somebody bringing up something nobody asked for.
Yeah, speaking of things nobody asked for, bad gifts. I'm not doing that this year. What do I think would be a great gift, though? Probably getting everybody some Tommy John underwears and pajamas. What's your line, Josh?
You know it. Gift from the heart. It'd be a great stocking stuffer. You get nice and compact, breathable. You know, you're able to just throw it in a stocking and stuff it.
Or you could stuff your stocking.
Yeah,
Like
so
how you stuffed for that commercial.
That was on me, baby. Gift from the heart with Tommy John and get 30% off site-wide right now at TommyJohn.com/rumors.
Our Barebells Baller of the Week is back. This player is someone who has demonstrated the perfect balance between skill, fight, and leadership. Basically, he's got that dog in him. Who wants to give out the first one? Can be anyone from any sport.
Yamamoto.
Jalen took mine last week.
I got Yamamoto.
Yamamoto?
Yamamoto?
I got Yamamoto.
That's a really...
You have to win 4 games to win a series, and he won 3. That's not baller. I don't know what it is.
That's a good one. That's a good one. It made me rethink my decision now. So you can go ahead first. You go second.
Mitch.
Okay, now I'm screwed.
Now you're screwed. So at the time of recording, obviously this could change by the time it comes out, but Mitch's per 36 minutes offensive rebounds is 14. Offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
So
I wonder what
he's a Barebell Baller of the Week. Now you have to think of a new one.
Barebell Baller of the Week. Who else has been hooping across any sport?
You know
Who's
play
the
well?
guy that the guy in the running back in Chicago, Swift, got hurt? He had like 180 yards. Yeah, he was hooping. No.
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart. He has been hooping.
He's been hooping.
Dowell, hooping.
Dowdle's been hooping.
Man, that's about all I know.
Let's go Jackson Dart.
I can't say Jackson Dart, bro.
Why?
It's against my religion.
It's against your religion.
Yeah. But he's been hooping, bro.
Been hooping.
And I respect it and acknowledge.
Cool.
I'll say Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart.
Cap, what you got over there?
You could be referring to a lot of things over here.
He's talking about the protein bar we see you holding.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you, Matt, for the clarification.
Yes. That's my Barebells protein bar. They got 20 grams of protein, no added sugar, and tastes as good as a candy bar. Want to take a bite of mine?
Nah, I have my own, and I'm going to take a bite of my own. Thank you. It was kind of hits.
It really does. It tastes like candy. I love them. They're the #1 protein bar in the U.S., and I totally get why.
I eat these while we're on the go. Always. They're easy, delicious protein fix.
Yeah, I hear everyone saying how you got fit this season, man. It must be the Barebells.
Barebells is known for its perfect balance between flavor, texture, and function. What do you like most about these Barebells protein bar?
Flavor.
Yeah, sure flavor.
And got all different kinds of flavors, too.
Visit Barebells.com today to try one of their over 20 delicious protein bar flavors, or head to your local Target
Walmart, Vitamin Shop, or GNC today.
We've got our roommates picks of the week brought to you by BetMGM, where we make it legendary. First, we've got Steelers at Bears. What do you think? He said who?
I'm gonna say Steelers because I feel like the Bears just like find a way to like
Mess things up.
yeah, but I don't know.
Swift should be back by then.
I'm gonna say Steelers just because I feel like whenever you bet against Aaron Rodgers, even though he's older now, like it still comes back to
Fair enough.
argue.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a trash game either way.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of these are kind of mid. Colts at Chiefs.
I'm gonna say Chiefs, but to be
it's
honest,
an Arrowhead, bro.
I just like Chiefs.
I mean, Rashee Rice is back. He's playing well.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
No
And
explanation.
especially if it's prime time, because the refs ain't going to let them lose prime time.
Wow.
All right. Bucks at Rams.
Bucks, that'd be a good game. I got Rare.
I'm going to say the Rams.
Yeah.
Rams.
They've been playing well. Stafford's been playing well. Puka's been playing well.
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams been
I
playing
thought
well.
obviously Devontae Adams is always. I thought his career was going to be over. He gets to the Rams and he's looking like prime Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Scary.
What's your favorite type of donut?
Glazed, probably.
Yeah, probably.
With extra glaze.
Ooh.
And those are our roommates picks of the week, brought to you by BetMGM. Use bonus code roommates and you'll get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager at betmgm.com/roommates. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code roommates and you'll get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. Just download the BetMGM app and sign up using bonus code roommates. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game. If that bet loses, you'll receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets. Just make sure you use bonus code roommates when you sign up. All right, let's get into some fan questions for some fan connections sponsored by AT&T. First up, Matt from Australia.
You're going international. Hope you have a good international plan.
Hey guys, Matt from Melbourne, Australia here. Love the pod, big time Knicks fan. Being part of Knicks Twitter and international fan, it's a bit hard for me to understand the criticism of certain players and coaches of our team of New York. I was just wondering what your opinion was, all three of you actually, of New York Knicks Twitter and Knicks fans in general in the city. Cheers, bye, go Knicks.
Knicks Twitter, man. Knicks Twitter is an interesting. It's an interesting space. Obviously, going to be overly critical of us. We do need to get back to doing on Knicks Twitter. Just encouraging. Showing love.
Being positive.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Spread the love.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to being positive, but
First couple games of the year, bro, they were on your ass.
Yeah, I don't even. I love engaging with fans and stuff like that. But yeah, I think my Nick Twitter days might be over.
Hate to see it.
Honestly, it's more so, especially like if we lose, I'm already mad. If I don't play well, I'm mad. But what I don't want is when I go on Twitter, my algorithm be just Nick's Twitter and everything is Nick. And then I just get mad all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I had to basically clear the algorithm, reset it. So,
What's your algorithm now?
I still have like some NBA stuff, but honestly, I muted a lot of words.
What you mute?
Muted myself. I had to do that. Knicks. I might have did New York.
Muted New York. So you don't even get any non-sports content about the city.
Yeah, I mean, probably some others that I'm just blanking on right now, but yeah. I like to
Did you mute
choose-
surgery?
Actually, I think I might have muted surgery. I kept seeing that a lot.
Why
so.
is he getting surgery?
Yeah, so shout out to Nick's Twitter, but yeah, I think my Nick Twitter days are over. So you might be going to that pickup game by yourself, but much love to Nick's Twitter.
Next, we have Alicia from Trinidad.
Hi guys, my name is Alicia and I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm a veterinarian, so I'm going to ask a bit of a different question, a non-basketball question. So Jalen and Josh, I know you guys have pets. For Jalen, what are your dog's personalities like? I see them in pictures a lot online. Are they friendly? Are they playful with your daughter? And Josh, I know you got large dogs, so what are their personalities like? And Matt, do you have any pets? All the best for the new season, guys. I'll be rooting for you from Trinidad.
First of all,
Stevie.
pretty dope that we have fans in Trinidad.
Yeah, right. Shout out to Stevie.
Stevie, come on.
Stevie.
And Alicia, this is the perfect episode.
Stevie don't rock with me.
Perfect episode for you to ask this question because we're joined by Stevie and Kona on set.
We have Jalen's furry friends with us today.
Yeah. So this is Kona. That's Stevie. Their personalities. Kona is the lax one. She's very chill.
As you can tell if you're watching this on YouTube.
Yeah, she's very chill as she decides to sit up. But she is the cuddler. She is the lover. She's kind of the protector too. So that's Kona. Stevie is a wild card. You never know what you're gonna get. But he's almost 2, so he's starting to calm down a little bit. But he has the most energy in the world. The most.
Yeah, mine are probably the same. Nala is a Doberman. She's 2, and she's super sweet, but just has a lot of energy. And Apollo, my rod, he just vibes. So, yeah, they just be vibing, really. Actually, probably pretty similar personalities to them.
And I sort of have a dog. I had one in LA. It's a 140-pound King Corso, or not King Corso, Presa Canario. And when I moved to Miami, I moved into an apartment and wasn't the best situation for him. So now he's with my parents and they have a lot of land and I see him very often and he's living a much better life than I could provide him. Josh knows him well. He's also liable to just really attack anyone at any time. And so I wasn't trying to have him in the house with my new baby, but he's how would you describe King? If you're good with him, you're good. If you don't know him, you should probably.
Yeah.
What?
I have a story. Do you remember when we had a barber come to your house in LA?
Oh yeah, that was bad. That was.
Was it Feast?
I think it was Feast.
That was a bad one. Scared the hell out of him.
Scared the hell out of him.
I don't think he ever came back.
He scared the hell out of. One time we were living in the apartment in the marina, and Shannon came home. I would think I was at practice. He was. I think you were at the office or doing something, and I had that's when Nova was still around, right? So I had Nova was there, King was there, and she opened that door, and King was like on go mode. She was like, I was hiding behind my suitcase until I think you might have came home, or he just kind of like.
No, I came home and she was hiding.
Yeah, I think like he like kind of realized like, okay, this is like a little bit of a familiar person, but. And Nova was there, so Nova would kind of like keep him in check a little bit. But if it was time to go, it was time to go with King.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, hell of a guard. Like you needed
the best
a guard dog
of all time, bro.
Hell of a guard dog.
Yeah, I don't. My dogs aren't guard dogs.
Yeah, nah.
No.
Yeah, King though. Oof.
Yeah, a little too good.
Yeah, King was gonna get active.
Thanks to our friends at AT&T, where connecting changes everything.
Some of the best calls happen off the court. Like a halftime check-in with your dad to break down the first half.
Okay, Jalen and Rick, we see you. Moments like that matter.
And that's exactly what the AT&T guarantee is all about.
AT&T has connectivity you can depend on. Order credit you for a full day of service. No calls, no stress, no scrambling. Just solid coverage from a network that has your back. And you know who else has your back? I do, Cap.
That was the nicest thing you've ever said to me. I swear I didn't pay him to say that.
I got you, Cap. We locked in and connected for life. You know when else I got your back? When I dish out a rebound for you to shoot that 3.
Just doing your job, but I appreciate it.
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, AT&T will credit you a full day of service. That's the AT&T guarantee.
Visit att.com/guarantee to learn more.
AT&T, connecting changes everything.
Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers must be connected to an impacted tower.
Everyone listening, appreciate you guys tuning in to another episode of the Roommates Show. Make sure you guys tune in wherever you guys get your podcasts every Thursday for new episodes.
This has been a Playmaker production.